that those wheels turning?
No, that's the birds chirping, waiting for you to respond.
Okay.
So if you don't come up with an answer, I'll play that.
Could you put those like post like interview too?
Yeah, that's how I did your video, the choke out video. That's what took me so long was I added all those damn sound effects. But that's what people liked was the sound effects. That's what made it funny, right? Annoying as fuck, dude. That 2-minute video took me a long time. That one and the girl one.
I still can't believe my mom watched that.
You told her to.
I told her not to watch it, and she saw it. She saw it on my Facebook thing, and like she sees it choked unconscious, and yet she still clicks on it. And you went to the point too where you're like, he's about to get choked out.
Like if anybody doesn't want to see you get choked out, here's your chance, right?
Yes, sir.
I can't believe you let me choke you out.
Yeah, that was a cool experience. I mean, it was different. It was an experience for sure.
I mean, I don't know if now I wouldn't have done it being 30 something, you know?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Like I'm just a little older. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I've seen people in practice kind of like experience like or get choked out. And I've kind of always been curious to see how it felt. I don't know. It was an interesting feeling for sure.
Yeah. It's a weird thing to have somebody choke you unconscious. Like you have to be, first of all, there's a chance you couldn't come back.
Yes,
right. So like, and you, I mean, it's some trust though. I guess there was some trust there that you let me fucking.
That was wild. When I watched the video too, and I saw that I was spazzing out, that was wild for me even to see because I didn't.
Yeah, it was your heart was trying to pump blood back up to your brain to keep you alive. So it starts doing this like seizure stiffening kind of thing, you know.
Yes, sir.
Some people will lock down. You see their arms shoot, and the body's like, got to get that blood up there.
Yeah, that was scary, and then that my face looked just.
You weren't there.
No, sir.
That's what you mean when people are like, the guy wasn't there. That's like you weren't there. Yeah, I was. I don't know. I was talking to you like. I don't know. I don't know. I was just trying to calm you down. I didn't choke you that long. The minute I knew the second I knew you were out, I was like, I let go. Because I was like, if I held for another couple seconds, right, you probably would have had some crazy ass dreams. But I didn't want you to die today or that day.
That was something I wanted to experience out of it too. Was the dreams. It really just felt like I got messed up at a tournament, and the ref was kind of there just waking me up, and that ref happened to be you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because you came back pretty quick. If I would have held it for a little bit longer, you would have went into a little bit deeper sleep. The brain would have started to shut down.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I think I think people were terrified of that, being choked unconscious.
The unknown.
You know, and I've been choked so many times unconscious, and I think that there's something to be said about now that I'm older and done jiu-jitsu for so long, there are some side effects that I've had from being choked unconscious, but more of it's just like that nerve damage on the nerves that run up the carotid arteries, you know?
So,
I don't know, man. You're nuts.
I feel like something I gained out of that is if I'm ever in a deep submission, I kind of know how that preview before I black out, how it's about to come, and how if I'm close to blacking out, tap out, and
like pushing your limits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it helps me learn my limits, even though I almost passed them.
Yeah, at least you know like where you're gonna go, and you know that it's not so. Once you figure out that it's not so bad, then it's not as scary. So people try to avoid it in fighting a lot. Like they're so scared about getting choked out that they don't, like they'll give up easily.
Yes, sir.
Or they'll do moves, or they'll panic instead of fight to get out or fight to the end. Because they're just so scared of being choked out. I think that once you've like experienced it, you're like, oh, it's not so bad.
I think even throughout the whole time when you were choking me out, I was kind of trying to force myself to stay calm, and because it's easy. I wouldn't say I wanted to panic, but I feel like I could have easily tried to start panicking because I was getting choked out, and it kind of taught me to keep my body relaxed and kind of just go with it. And
yeah, and even if you would have panicked, I still would have kept on choking. If you'd have like, nah, and I'd have just kept on going.
Yes, sir. Like I couldn't have stopped anything. Panicking wouldn't have stopped anything. I think that's going to help, too, on the mats if I'm ever getting choked out seriously. Keep my nerves calm and work a defense.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people that have not even been choked out in their upper belts, you know? So like you got something that they don't, that you understand. I'm not saying that everybody should go out there and do that with their professor, you know. But also being choked out is a very common thing. People do that all the time. I mean, you go to an average jiu-jitsu gym, it'll happen if you guys are like training hard for competition. Like I've seen it, you know, a couple times a week, you know.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
When I first saw it, was whenever me and Daly were working technique, and we were doing a little resistance, and I had I believe an X choke, and he was fighting out of it, so I thought he was still kind of going, and next thing I know, he's slowly blacking out, and I was like, wow, like that's kind of
first time he went out.
Yes, sir.
For Daly, yeah. I think it's I don't know. I think it's for now. It's like for me now. It's like it's just so. I think looking back now, it's just so common for me. It's like not a thing. But for a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, you know, first time you did it to Daly, you're like, holy shit, I just choked this guy unconscious.
Yes, sir.
And to me, I'm like, that's like going to work, you know, Monday through Friday.
Another day in the office.
Another day in the office. People get choked out. People's arms get broken and shit. People breaking fingers. And I don't know. It's kind of cool though, I guess. It's cool when you first learn the power of jiu-jitsu, looking back, how awesome it is.
It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. And I've only experienced the taste of jiu-jitsu for a little over a year now.
Hey, didn't we match on Tinder?
What?